Hello, and welcome back to Midnight Minecraft. Today we are back in the Wizard Tower because I have an idea. I've been waiting on an idea to strike me for a while, and I think what I'm going to do is part of my issue is I don't like how flat the edges of the building are. So I'm going to put a 3 wide lining over here and run it all the way up. So that way you have a bit more of a circular shape, and I'm going to do that on each side. Additionally, the base level of this is 3 tall before it switches over to cobblestone. I'm going to change that to 5. So I'm going to change that to 5. And I am going to take out the next 5 blocks and replace it with tuff to try and extend the transition period. This is going to be a lot more evident on the far side. There's going to be a lot more cobble on the far side than on the side closest to us in height, where the door is. And I'm probably going to have to relocate the door because of adding the 3 wide layer. And it is going to be double block. I'm not going to take out the layer anywhere in here. I'm not going to carve out 3 sections over here so it's 1 block wide. No, I would rather just deal with it being 2 blocks thick. So this is going to take a little bit of time. I will work on this for a bit and give you a progress update when I no longer have time to record, but hopefully I can get this done today. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're back with a quick progress update. I am pretty sure I went around the entire complex and put in my little 5 tall deep slate, 5 tall tough block. And I like the transition from the cobblestone to the tuff. I think this is definitely an improvement. This is still very harsh, and I almost wish I had a different block here. Like, maybe andesite to cobble from tuff would be a better transition. But like, ultimately that's sort of the only main issue I have now. In addition to only part of this is built into this hill, a lot of this is flat, so it's a very flat transition of 5 blocks, 5 blocks, and then the rest of it. And when you get over to here, it's very similar. It's let me give some headspace. 5 blocks, 5 blocks. The rest of it, like here, you can at least start to see, okay, it's going up a little bit. You can really see it at the bottom. And did I miscount this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did, because of this block right here. Okay, there's a very easy solution to that. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. I genuinely can't remember the last time I had enchanted tools. It's been years, so I'm still getting the hang of having like efficiency on a diamond shovel. So yeah, this is the progress report. I suppose I should probably try and like smooth it out more. That would probably be a good next step, because just having it be this very stark like, I know there's a big pit here. I need to cover that up, because full disclosure, I fell down that earlier. I don't think I did that on camera, but I did that while building. Here is also a problem, because as you can see, it's only 11 blocks tall. So we have a lot of deep slate, a hard cut to the tough blocks, and then a little tiny piece of the cobblestone. There's also a fair amount of it that's covered up by this makeshift stairway to get up to the roof. Yes, I do still intend on changing the roof, but that's not really what today is about. I think the next immediate step should be trying to finish up the... Let's flip this around. Let's put the polished deep slate here, the cobbled deep slate here. This is not what today is about, but I can put that in real quick and do a little bit of the decorating project that needs to get done anyway. I probably meant to do this with half slabs. That's probably why I'm why it remained empty. But I think what I should work on next is I need more tough blocks and more cobbled deep slate in order to do the 3 wide expansion over here, in order to round the building out a bit more. Which something tells me is not going to solve the problem of whether or not the building is round. It's still pretty square from every angle. Yeah, I don't think the 3 wide is going to solve anything. It's at most it's going to just add another 45-degree angle to the build. I don't think it's going to accomplish what I want. I could keep the wall as is and have the windows jut out, and sort of do a little Dutch Tudor window looking thing in here with planks and wool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick and show you the result of how that looks, and we can think about it. BRB. Okay, so, you see these things? Yeah, this type of thing, the little pillbox window. I think the problem here is the scale. It's, yeah, Mr. Zombie Pigman, I agree. It's frustrating to know how much of my issue as a builder comes down to not building at a large enough scale to make my vision possible, because for the overwhelming majority of builders, you'd like to think that this is a good enough scale. It's a tower. And yet, I can't do the pillbox window thing, which I think would be a nice look, because this looks bad. And there's not really a way to build it that isn't cartoonishly large. Where is he? This is my least favorite feature in the game. This is why I don't ever go to the Nether. I will fully encase my portal and put a gate in front of it if I have to. But the barn is an excellent example. I'm really happy with the result from that, and I built it at a cartoonishly large scale. By my standards. The log cabin. I had an idea in my head for what I wanted to do, but it's too small, and so it doesn't look how I wanted it to look. And so I need to figure out how I can build what I want to build while keeping it at a scale that sort of lines up with the size of a player. Because I don't want to build these large, crazy superstructures that don't look to scale with the player, because that defeats the purpose. If you're building a base, you're supposed to use it, and scaling, I think, is important to a degree. If you're on a server, you're going to have a lot of different builders, but I don't want something to look good, great from the outside, and then look completely out of scale once you're inside. But similarly, what I seem to keep doing to myself is I have a cramped interior because I'm building an exterior that's too small. Now, of course, with this castle's for display purposes only. It's eventually going to be really tall, but this forest, I think, is the cartoonishly out of scale part. Ironically, that the forest is what made the castle so small, and this thing is it's just not working. Like, Like, I'm really happy with the result of this barn, but it's a massive footprint in the world. It took 30 episodes to build this thing. That's not even an exaggeration. That's the literal number of episodes. I started in episode 30. I think I finished it around episode 55. Like, it is... We are closing in on episode 100 right now, and a third of the series is building this barn. I am happy with what we were able to do with the log cabin, though I do think that the wraparound balcony does solve some of the problem of it. There's still a lot of things I want to do to try and fix it up before I just tear it down and start anew, but this is a good start. But back to this tower. I think if I want it to look better, I need it to have a bigger footprint. Currently it's 7 by 7 in diameter, I believe, because it's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a 7 by 7, so it's a 49 block footprint build, save for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, removing the corners. It has like a 40 block interior foot design, like the entire thing. This is why I'm not an architect. I can't math. Another thing is the shaping. I think if I want it to look really nice, I need to move it over here for one. Make it wider. I'm happy with the radius of the interior for where the staircase is, but what I would really like to do is make it so it sort of has an hourglass shape. I think that would be really cool to have it start out wide at the base and slowly get thinner as you work your way up, and then through things like the pillbox window, it juts back out. It comes back out to have the wizard hat roof design, and think of this as being 1, 2, 3 blocks taller. That it's a taller roof. It would have a wider diameter, so it would be even taller. And it would just go up higher than the barn. Because that's another thing. When I envisioned this, I didn't envision it being shorter than the barn, even with it being on a lower level. I think I'm out of time for this one. That's gonna do it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye.